Hit that. Do that. Hit that button. And there it is. Click, click, click. I'm back with more Disco Elysium. Load him. I just realized Henry is standing on top of that statue. I don't really need the keyboard. This is mostly just a clicking game. Have it your way. God damn it. Those fucking commercials do get stuck in your head. Whopper, whopper, whopper. Hey Coco, how are you? You know, the Coco in chat is way nicer. Water. Okay.
A machine stands in the corner. The lieutenant doesn't say anything, but you can sense that he doesn't like you meddling with the machine.
Yes, but what is this strange thing?
A radio computer. We have one down at the station. No, I don't know how to operate it or what it's used for. Let's go.
This is the Ream Prefect radio computer, a model number RC7024, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer. The Ream Prefect is the governmental version of the commonly used Ream Civic model. Although mostly based on the same technology, the Ream Prefect is equipped with better noise attenuation circuits.
Wait, let me just investigate
You
it.
see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Look inside the compartment.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. This is the machine's filament memory. Press play to access its contents.
Press play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
This is Ruby.
Good afternoon. Votre accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Elysium Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
This is a human interface. A retired person sitting behind a switchboard somewhere.
Are you a machine or are you alive? Thanks, when I'm finished with this call. Press off silent. What's the personal log?
The filament you have inserted into the core.
You mean the glowing thing with the tape on it that says log February to March?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Is this the personal log?
Yes?
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer. Maybe he knows something.
Password, can you give me
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Is it my birthday?
Still? No. Received. I will register this login attempt. Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Fortress accident? Sounds familiar.
The company on whose name the terminal you're currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about the company?
One moment. Fortress Accident SCS produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
That's not bad.
Wow, so conceptual.
I wouldn't know. I'm only here for passwords.
That's what this interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
What are you, a machine or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are
From it tells me that you're here because video computer guys are all paranoid.
They're merely cautious. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulindian Station.
Doesn't it get lonely? Sitting there all by herself.
Doesn't it get lonely doing this job?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk all day to people like you over a warm cup of tea.
That's
Huh.
why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do for you, Fortress Accident.
Thanks when I'm finished with this call.
Goodbye, Fortress Accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Print?
Nothing happens.
Oh, hey, wait. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
Coffee in the back. Something familiar about that. Coffee and stale cookies.
Enter the. Do you say the password?
Too many times, essay. You need it for something.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
Doing a survey of passwords and passcodes identifying regional trends in the interest of public safety, of
Don't
course.
sweat it, Vato. The password is afterlife death. What you think of that? Makes me almost pity la milita pequeña when I hear it.
What was that about coffee? I feel like I've heard it somewhere before.
Look, man, I'm at liberty to talk about the sacred blaze of the mother's glorious heart, but not about the coffee. I think we're done here, essay.
The figure crawls into the
That
darkness
was
above.
an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure whether we'll find our suspect here.
Well, no need to be a Debbie Downer, Cam.
The machine's keyboard is the speaker comes.
Good
There it goes.
afternoon, Fortress Accident. Good. Please repeat the password.
Life after
Good.
death.
I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Nope.
Goodbye.
The machine's
Goodbye.
keyboard is still illuminated, revealing
Press.
fluorescent play. And
Print.
the printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Read the
The
printout.
first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Do you think this log could be connected?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
Read the second log.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Ridden with narcotics. Just like Andre said.
Read the third
7th
entry.
of February, 51.
We're just convinced.
Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking Serous, something advanced.
Why would you need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
He steps on a wire running on the ground, inspecting it with his boot.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simor for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked.
Hate to hear it.
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
A data loss?
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Artist
Her
programmers,
friends?
Lexi.
Colleagues? She must be quite educated if she knew how to set up all this machinery.
Read the 5th entry.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
6th entry.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
The hand looks at the look to his right towards the silence.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be? Look at the water basins behind you.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He
Is it
follows
like-
your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples. March
entry.
51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. That disco man must be a cell.
He must be describing
The
himself.
girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
Oh, good boy. Read the 9th entry.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles, crackers, ping energy drinks, water, toothpaste, gum. Also, some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Hello.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
It's usually hold on the off button for several seconds. The machine reboots.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCN, you see.
I can assure you that I'm an expert circuit bender. I'm not breaking into your computer. I'm using it to access Coalition military data link. Thank you, Richard. Music venue organizers.
Well, you won't find any music venue organizers here.
But it looks like from the keyboard you hear the machine wired
It's
back
just
to
me
life.
and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some proof. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
The mother of Hugh.
What is it?
Sorry, but who are you? What are you doing here? I didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
Does not seem like a big loss to her.
I am Soona Luukkanen Kilje, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident
just
and
call you
RSA
Soona.
radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not
Interesting.
here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
Change back to the
Did she
terminal.
say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when she was still a teenager. That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church.
Have you seen anyone suspicious? Say a woman named Ruby. Machines in this place. What are you doing in an abandoned church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
There's a hint of amusement in her tired eyes. So it's my job to ask questions.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
What
I'm
research?
looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the...
You know, I'm starting to think you do this on purpose sometimes, boy. No. Stop it.
Wait, what? She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said.
Hello.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Is the hole connected to the data loss in your journal?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
A hole in the world. What does that mean exactly?
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
She's suddenly absorbed in the conversation, waiting for your answer.
Easy. You measure it by the world around it.
On its surroundings, on which exists.
Exactly. Very true. That's what I've been aiming for. That's why I have those basins. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence. To find out where it begins.
Oh, he's raining down now. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. On his tail's wagging.
But
Good
honestly,
boy.
it's not progressing very well.
Do you know where the hole might be located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Why there?
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow. And the higher you go, the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are
Hey.
you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
No.
Maybe. But it's oddly close
No.
to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
This is where the Crabman
I
lives.
know.
You don't think Crabman might be somehow responsible here?
No, I don't.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning. Her hands typing hundreds of commands into the machine.
So the research is going well, why not?
Because it's just trial and error. Trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
That's all I wanted to know about the scary 2mm hole in the world for now.
Great. Thanks.
So why so many machines in this
I
place?
brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
Why do you need an
I
antenna?
use the AR-1 as my RAIN prefix processing unit.
You fam, perfect. That's your radio computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the antenna is its processing
Yes.
unit?
You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
I know a little. Don't really know much about... No, I'm a master circuit bender. I know everything.
Then you certainly know that all radio computers perform operations on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
And the AR-1 is a good antenna.
I guess it is. So far, I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market. So I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieux dedicated to that sort of thing.
She liked telling me this. It calmed her nerves.
Aw. What do you... doing with your radio computer?
I'm working.
Working on what?
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point? I really need to focus on something.
Isn't your reframe perfect radio computer made exclusively for the government use?
So you do know something about computers. You're right. Prefect is used mostly by the government peeps.
And so why do you have it?
Because I needed something good for my investigation, and Reims Civic is widely agreed to be below all standards. So I had to upgrade. Besides, owning a Reims prefect isn't such a big deal anymore.
No, actually, it is kind of a big deal. You don't see Ream prefects in every police department, for example.
How did you get your hands on it?
I know a friend of a friend who used to freelance for the Coalition. I was actually aiming for the military-grade Reim Rational series, but couldn't find one. Prefect is mainly based on the same technology as Reims Civic. So it's kind of a rip-off. But it does have better compatibility with newer antenna models. So I won't complain.
What are the bolts for?
They are connected to my Reim Prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
Short and terse. There you have it. Whatever she's using them for, they're hers.
Great.
Don't touch anything. Next question. How do you feel about Rocket Dance? Have you seen anyone suspicious? Say a woman named
What?
Ruby?
No, no one's suspicious around here.
She has not seen her, sire. 'Tis true.
Have you seen the crap then?
Nope.
But you know he's around.
Yes.
Sounds like you're not worried about him.
No. You're right. I'm not.
No. How do you feel about erotic dance
What?
music?
I hate it.
Or erotic, yeah,
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
hedonic. Have you even listened to it? Have you even listened to it? Like, actually listened?
Yeah. Like all the time. My tent neighbors don't really ease up with their partying, do they?
She pulls her face looking absolutely
Maybe
scathing.
I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Right, but how do you feel about a club for hedonic dance
This
music?
is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
What do they want to build
Take
then?
a guess, why don't you?
A youth center would be nice. A petting zoo, a place for animals, maybe some community space to help the elderly. I'm still convinced they want to establish a nightclub for hedonic dance music. They said it's their dream.
I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks.
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
Hey. Something about white morning. %, zoom out distance. All monotics learning cap space by 1. All motorics. It gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop of the corner, and finally in a matchbox house, sitting by the window. White flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them up from here. It's awful. A white morning, a modern death, divorce, or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him. Make him smaller. Make him less you. Litany of contact, Mike. Oh. Looking for a buoy west off the coast of the... Oh. Slit in the concrete here, a sewer?
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
Yo. Can't make any idea what's down the yo.
There's no echo and no answer.
What's in there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
Can't make any
No
ideas.
idea.
Think you might
We're
find...
connected to one of the buildings around here.
Think might
We
find
might
Ruby?
find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building.
But not in there.
I hope not.
Okay, let's talk to these strangers.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
A blond man sits next to his son, pointing to the weather-worn ruins. He seems you approaching and smiles.
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kituragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Nice to meet you.
Hold on, hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Young carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
Wait, what was that about the windows before?
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
And Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
He rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child stays in him behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching to his worm-themed coloring book.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in 08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This is Tookie's. Anyway.
Wow, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis, a cybernetician from Grad. They run Vox in the Occidental countries.
Looks like someone who has money. Do you have any money?
I do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important here.
You brush it off like it's not.
He's not gonna give you money. What are you doing? Clearly you were just profiling. No, I mean, come on. You need the money. If it's not a thing, he can give you some.
You have some of the unimportant money then?
Oh no, I don't have it on me, officer. I was talking in more general terms.
He looks uncomfortable, his left hand squeezing his son's shoulder.
I'm just spending time with my kid here, showing him around the lesser-known parts of our hometown. It wouldn't be wise to carry huge amounts of cash on such expeditions.
Think of a suspect. Have you seen anything suspicious around here?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
He pats his son's head.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
But he
There's
was here
something
yesterday.
friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off. He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone.
What's so fascinating about the empty old building?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
He raises his hand to his eyes. Springtime, some woman and handsome face. All four of you turn to admire the meal before
What
them.
not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink
It's a raptor in the
cartridges
hallways.
mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Hold on. What's R&D?
Oof. Not even an encyclopedia got that one. What's an R&D department?
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore.
He smiles brightly. Lifelines around his
You're
eyes.
probably more familiar with RTD, research and technological development.
Mea culpa. You are not familiar with that one either. This man is a bookhead.
Look at the building in the
It
middle of
looks
you.
old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
I think I've ever heard of this. Feel like
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve. Or should I say, they were developing an ace up their sleeve? I'm mixing my metaphors here.
What was their ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer.
A tape computer?
An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer, which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He grins, admiring the sentence he just produced. What happened?
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
The boy wipes his nose on his sleeve.
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes. Possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins.
He pauses, pointing at the other buildings. Continues.
All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
So you're saying the Feld Electrical Building built this boardwalk?
I'm scared.
Oh
Yes,
no!
They even built a pleasure wheel, but that was
Why do you just have a
destroyed in
razor
the
blade?
It was in my closet.
Why was there a razor blade in your closet?
I don't know.
That's what disturbs me.
Maybe I was opening boxes.
Maybe. Go, put it in the trash or something. Sharp.
The razor blade.
No Coco Palms hasn't said hi in chat yet. Do not threaten to stab the good boy.
I would never.
You were like, you better back up. I'll get you.
Where's the proof? Also,
A pleasure wheel?
she's busy.
Oh,
Like, you should be.
I've been cleaning. I did stuff. I accomplished goals.
Did you change your socks? How long have you been wearing those socks?
I changed them. I showered yesterday and then put them on when I went to bed. These are pretty clean socks. Yeah. That looks wistfully at the horizon as if picturing gondolas rising to the sky.
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he would prefer there were a big wheel lighting up the coast.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans.
What happened to the engineers, the company people?
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
Wait, is he saying that we should just bypass the excesses of the revolution?
Turn to Michael. It means they all died at the hands of the commune. Tape computers,
tape
right?
computers.
You know, it doesn't assume. That'll be nice. What did the revolutionaries do with the advanced tape
They
computers?
used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars.
He says while his son looks up idly chewing on the corner of his Wimping coloring book. Wow. What's
The
that?
Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
A short-lived legislative foundation for a short-lived utopia.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bon Baiser dans le Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
Well, it's his son who starts giggling, his face hidden behind the book. Alright. How do these tape computers work? Do they work like radio computers?
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
Oh, that's cool.
Buckle up.
Oh boy.
10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wompty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje.
The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center? What the fuck is
Paul
that?
Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Jews joined the team, trying to...
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center?
Exactly.
He said Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, like it's the most natural.
Thank you. I'm not the only one who caught that.
What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juiced?
Okay, the Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. Paul Ackerman, Keith, and Guy Juice. What are you talking
the
about?
Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
You're making this up, Lieutenant Lieutenant Kim. Is he making this up?
In fact, I'm not. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center. But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
See, I'm sure you get some of those.
Even one would be very useful. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to the precious device. But so they did. The failed playback experiment vanished into the fires of 07.
Wait, the failed playback experiment?
Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the failed playback experience, but those are incorrect.
Why did the revolutionaries destroy
Who
it?
knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building.
He takes a step back, the boardwalk rocking mournfully in the wind. Well, let's get
But of
some
course,
else.
what else?
Great, thanks for all that interesting information.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Pick your brain. If anything, this was rather one-sided. He did the talking. Whatever.
Titan cages carefully constructed. Oh, this is probably where the... Could this be the buoy? Yep.
A metal and plastic contraption bobs up and down amidst the trembling reeds. At first, it just looks like trash. But if you look closer...
That, over there. Must be the boy class you told us about. The one she hid her passport in. We should take a look.
Pick up the
You
buoy.
lift the boy out of the water without much effort. It's not tied to anything. The cords dangling from the bottom appear to have been cut.
Examine the
The
plastic
number
ball.
11 has been written on the yellow plastic. It hasn't been in the water for very long. but it's already discolored and slimy with silt. A latch holds it close, but only just barely. The brittle metal of the latch has cracked.
Simple construction.
Shake the buoy.
There's something in there, splashing around.
Sniff the
It
buoy.
smells like you would expect it to smell. A concentrated version of the coast. Salt, industrial slop, and decay.
Nice. Open the
A
buoy.
shot glass's worth of seawater pours out. Some algae, and nothing else.
Well, damn.
Lucky it's still here. A little longer and it would have floated away. No documents. Who do you think took them?
I have no idea.
This is a minor quirk. Well, no. Disaster, everything's fine.
Or think we do. This is a small loose end, either way. Not important, I hope.
Hydra took them herself?
That may very well be the case. We should keep an eye on her. Nothing more for us to do here. Let's go.
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Later, if you have the time. Though you doubt she'll tell you much at this point.
Like it's still here. A little longer and it would have floated
We
away.
still got here too late. There's nothing of use here anymore.
Oh yeah, this is this door's only barred shut. It's inaccessible. And this place the beer needs to get inside. Possibly the fire go. The ocean. Wait, what? There's a way in there. I want to figure out how now. Now I'm getting sidetracked. No, come on, there's no path down here. When the coin warriors hoarded something, the wind blows strong. All the way down to death here, 20 meters at least.
Yes?
Talk about
What
you.
about me?
Tell me a secret. Oh, okay.
The lieutenant nods.
No.
Ask
Your
again.
brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing.
Something the matter?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just the flick of his eye, nothing. You better hope he doesn't.
Accept the thought of him.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain.
Good.
I'll never know his secret. And the secret will forever remain an enigma, a mystery. You know, there's this phone here.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
I mean, might as well. I mean, I have 10 cents to spare.
Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this? End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre, is that you, Pierre?
If you hear my voice, it sounds like 100 years old. No, this is not
Do you
Pierre.
have any news about Pierre?
Who's Pierre?
He's my sister's grandson. He used to visit me as a lad. Fine young man. But who are you then? A salesman of some sort? Modern goods are
From my
rubbish,
cat
but I
ears.
can't afford them anyhow. It's a shame what you did to our country.
Back up. See, I wasn't ready for that. Now where are you?
Why do you have a blade? Why do you have a blade? Why do you keep finding all these sharp objects in your room?
Great question.
that's a good question. You see, walks out room, doesn't explain further.
I said find headphones better.
I think that one's meant for like, maybe like one end is meant for like audio and the other one's meant for like microphone. Anyway, know who I am, but no, I'm a police
To
officer.
hell with the police. To hell with you.
Her voice is drowned in white noise. Sounds like waves washing a beach, growing in volume until the call suddenly disconnects. You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look if Lieutenant Kitsuragi overheard you. To your relief, he did not. Calling. Still again. Someone.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, your electricity.
Is Alan Turk there? I need to speak. Alan Turk, please. Narn, what a douche name. Change it. Change your name.
No, but I got a feeling Al Kick Your Ass is gonna make an appearance if you ever call this number again. Have a good one, asshole.
Phone. Disconnect tone.
Okay.
Calling. 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 Still calling. Still calling.
Stop calling me, man.
Oh.
I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
Is there so trouble? I can help you. I'm a police
The
officer.
phone gets hanged up fast as lightning. All you hear is a little shuffle of nylon as the hand moves on the other end. Disconnect tone.
I think lets you know the lieutenant is ready to move on now. That's cool.
Calling.
I'm tired.
May I help you?
There is nothing.
The man. You do not hear the customary disconnect. Seems like it did not have time to swallow the coin. This sometimes happens. Lucky you. The call went too fast for the payphone to register. You can still make a new one without paying. You close your eyes and
Nice.
put your index finger on the rotary dial. Then pull down on the number. Then move one up and repeat the motion. Strange. This is not how you started before.
Keep dialing.
414447. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air.
Keep dialing.
1117361. Your fingers keep moving like a spider. Every time the ring rotates back with a little ring of metal, like a bell tolling.
There's more?
Yes. 451-67451. You are going deeper now, into some unknown place, far away from this island of matter and its telecommunication networks.
Finish it.
451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think. But it does. A connection. An ultra-long distance call. Your air fills with a crackle. The wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there. Not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion. Far away. A distant network of phones.
Jeez, who the fuck are we calling?
Calling. Calling in the night. the saddest sound in the world. Calling still. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy.
Kim?
The lieutenant is too far away to hear your yelp. The sea wind blows.
Oh, I can't hang it up. Let it call more.
Calling, 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 calling still. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges. Small. The dearest thing you've ever heard.
Hello?
She sounds sleepy. I can't tell you who I am. I have a secret plan to win mankind 3,000 years of peace on the planet. I have to be ominously vague. Voices.
No. It's you, isn't it? It's you.
Hello? She hums, her voice warm from sleep.
Who is this?
Who's this?
Dora. Who is this? The connection is bad.
I'll tell you who I am. I have a secret plan.
You're not ominous, Harry. You're drunk.
Oh.
You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out.
I'm not drunk, I'm high. I'm not drunk or high, I'm just hurt. Why does it hurt to talk to you?
Oh, God.
The silence is heavy as tin. The white noise howls. Oh. Are you there?
Do you know what time it is? It's so late here.
Sounds like we got a clock on the nightstand.
It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours.
Who are you? You sound like you're in another world.
I'm in my rover, sleeping.
What are you gonna do in
To
2
work.
hours? Where?
The academy, where I work.
Well, it's a body academy, my job. Academy? That sounds better than my job. I'm happy.
No response, only a sigh. The
Got
connection
20 of these
crackles
babies.
like burning paper.
Talk about me, who I am. Sound like you knew me.
What do you want to talk about that we haven't talked about
I
already?
got plenty of health, baby.
This is bad.
Oof.
You feel your right hand on the handset cramping up with pain.
My heart hurts. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Oh no. Please stop. Please, let's just hang up.
You want a party?
No. I want to go to sleep.
Come on, detective. I'm doing the cases. I hate
She
you.
does not answer anymore.
I'm gonna solve it.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money.
Leave. Well, that just happened.
Hello again.
Do you know about that
No.
woman?
Just no?
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
It was you complain about noise when you get the club going.
Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
We're close.
Just a young man with a tape player.
True, hard, full, core. Hardcore. Hardcore is internally coherent. All core. All right. Yeah.
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore. Ah.
No, seriously, but I'm
The
weird.
question is, what is the question?
It would have been a good if I asked you a question. Answer the
But
question.
there was no question. We're closed.
Okay.
True. Hardcore. Hardcore. Internally coherent. All core. All
He furrows.
hard. Is it though? What is it? I mean, really?
The question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
He frowns, then bobbing his head back and forth once more.
Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
Said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore.
You did. Pensive all of a sudden.
Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last month, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper?
Thinks for a moment, then his expression clears.
It's like it's only ultra. I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
It's proto, not hardcore at all.
Wow! Culture cop! I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
Try to think if anything comes to make it core.
What? Guys, there's something happening in his head.
Think even harder.
Yeah! He's doing it!
But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
My imagination
I
fills
know.
me.
So does mine.
Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question?
No! This is the answer!
I can't help you with this right now. I need something else, something extra.
Yeah!
Expert in endonic music, physical instrument 0. If your body could tell you in.
Alright!
Okay, do I have anything that would help out with this? That's one. Okay, what's minusing one from physical? Okay, dump that tie. Equip that tie. Folded library card.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central General Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mijon, expires July 53. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased or his family member.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinting Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned.
Continue.
Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
The
If
backside.
lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211. or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800. Something tells you you should give them a call.
Okay. Totally forgot to do that.
The large-headed...
Good morning! Yeah!
Okay.
Pump it up! Pump it up! Pump...
No,
Fuck.
that would be silly. Your body isn't for thinking. It's for robust, wholesome things. Things like discus, javelin, and 400-meter hurdles. Discus.
Why are there lungs on your belt buckle?
Lungs are for love!
Well, like a passion. Loud diploma.
Love! In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on. Cause I've never loved someone like you before.
A dopamine surge accompanies the words. It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipated into your neck. Feels good. Like a spark of life in that moribund sponge you call your body.
Hi again. So, how are things going? Goodbye, officer.
Jesus, I need things that up my logic, like now. This hat. These glasses. This also up to pain threshold. Wait, was pain threshold what I needed? No, physical instrument, I'm stupid. I'm really upset I gave that cool hat to that lady. Oh, this gives you +2 logic versus the +1 logic hat, okay.
Hi again. So, how are things going? And? What happened?
Talk to the crab man.
Oh man! Who is he? What did you think?
DK honest. Very spiritual.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Enjoying the physical activity. Guy climbs like a freak. What's still going on? Just preaching and praying for the looks
No
of it.
matter. Is he gonna be a problem? Yeah. Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
Of course, he's a crabman. As far as I could tell, he's not going to leave. He'll climb up. Yep, you guys will never catch him. Actually, he told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub
I
at all.
don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
Don't worry, I don't think he really gives a damn about you or anyone else.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light! Yeah!
Yeah!
I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
When sooner, the former lead program Fortress accident
A
appeared.
programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She did not like the Adonic Dance Club music
What
idea.
a pity. That's my favourite thing in the world. And she doesn't like it at all.
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity?
Unity! Dance!
You hear that she won't leave until her own project is
And you
finished.
can't just evict her?
No, I won't evict her. To come up with a different solution.
Look at you, honour man.
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, We only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
The lines in the dark exist. Coexist.
At least
Nice.
Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like anodic dance music?
When she gets down, I mean, who doesn't? Just listen to this crazy pulse. See, this is who does
Egghead
not.
cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries, we'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
I refuse to throw her out, but I will try to convince her.
Excellent! Good luck, my friend.
Nothing jumps out. How about you get out and breathe? The air in the tent is too thick for you to...
Goodbye, officer.
Okay.
Hello again.
Let's go inside.
Yes, what is it?
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre. He wants to work.
I don't want to
it
make
work.
anything work.
Hold on, you don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
I got your
Good.
message. Give it to the cooperate with the waivers. Suggestion of 4.
Hey, what makes the world go round?
I hate it here. I hate it here. Listen, what do we offer you part of the profits?
Not interested.
Hey, maybe if you were to find out more about her previous company, Fortress Accident, you'd have something new to say. Fairweather T500. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
+2 hand-eye coordination against enemies in FT500 armor. Okay. That doesn't really do much for me. You know, I didn't want to have to back out just so I could try to, like, maximize things every time, but Jesus Christ. Every time I don't do it, the game almost always makes me regret that decision. But it's fine, I'll get a level up, I'll put it in suggestion, and then we'll move on from there. Call the station about the dead body. Call JMR Public Library for information on the library. To Joyce. Okay. Alright, actually, I have a map so I can fast travel. Hey, like, the game let me fast travel to the church, so why can't I fast travel? There we go. That's weird.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Precinct
57, how may I assist you?
Please connect with Jamrock Public Library.
I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call.
I'm looking for information. Can you provide on Billy Majan, a reader?
Billy Majan, you say?
Majan.
Give me a moment. I'll have to check our database. Yes, hello. Are you still there? I found Billy Majan's home address. Is that all right? No phone number, unfortunately.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Yes, home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Information on Billy?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majan? They returned a Tybalt book the other day. Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Good. You have a name now.
Jane is the woman, not a man, but... Did your colleagues know that it was her husband?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Do you know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Can you describe to me what the husband looks
Marie?
like?
She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What is he wearing?
1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
Thank you.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me? It will take just a moment, officer.
Sorry.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
Just told to call us out. People are worried about me.
Oh, it's you.
Was that a snarl or a suppressed groan? No love for you here.
Dark Zone broke my heart. I've lost my
With
memory
all
all
the
of
damage
it.
you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
There is no surprise in his voice. Only careless superiority.
You're not surprised? Okay,
What
anything
else?
else?
I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
You know who I am?
Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me.
I'm sorry. I've been such a bother to you.
Oh, spare me the sad, drunken blubbering and get on with it.
I think I had
And
a
you
heart
survived
attack.
it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Yes.
Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life.
Accept it. The body is an object, and objects break down. Do what good you can with yours, before the rest goes too.
Doc, someone broke my heart.
Look, pal, getting pumped and dumped is not a disease. People live through it all the time. You should be happy for her.
Wait, pumped and dumped?
That's what the guys say, officer. That some chick pumped you and then dumped you, threw you away like an empty juice carton.
Do you know who this person was?
You must have me confused for a close personal friend. I am not. I am a medical professional with a constant idiot emergency on my hands.
Is there anything you can do for me?
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
Yes, I
you
want the
the
truth.
real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime. And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson.
It's not fucking cryoacrylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Why is that guy not staticky on the thing?
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
You should run a
Sure,
serious
officer.
number.
What's the number?
There you go.
Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
I need to put the body on the boardwalk. Ugh.
Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
Height, dark hair, medium build. Looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk, hit his head against them.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Dear
Any
God.
signs of violence?
No, seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary. What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
He's wearing boots, trousers, and Ola jacket for bright blue lining. I found a library card in his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
It's from Central. Jamrock Public Library belongs to someone named Billy.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking
I have
the case.
assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Did you hear back about the number?
No. And I doubt they'll get back to me before tomorrow morning. Anything else? Just a moment, officer.
Please correct me 41st again.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
I'm proud to put it on my
10-4,
badge.
sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over.
Actually, I was
10-4, I know I already wrote it in a report, but it will stay on my desk for a few days. Over.
Over.
Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
What do you see?
Was it in the back of the whirling?
I don't know. They're about the same size. Not the same boots, no, but they could be the same person.
It's not the blueprints whoever walked in the whirling pinball workshop didn't walk
No,
here.
these prints are pretty standard. The ones in the dust looked custom. Or maybe they're just a foreign design. It's a boot print, whatever the case.
Have you come to make your offering to Kuno?
Are you crazy?
Class A fucker. Blind fucks are always ruining it for everybody.
Kim is never going to be okay with you handing something like this off to a minor. This plan is either off the table, or you need to do it when he's not around.
Fair enough.
The Copper NATO is back.
He smokes.
What do you want?
Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? We know Ruby was the driver. We know that's your affiliation with her. Detective, you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
No, you have the honor. You've earned it.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly.
Yeah.
For the good of the community, of course.
Yes, of course. But that just sends everyone else to Jamrock, doesn't it?
The Florida Jamrock, you made it our problem. Idea, people. Drugs, at least you can have some control.
We haven't done anything.
You've just averted the flow.
Theoretically, it has to be someone's problem, so it might as well be yours.
Takes a sip of his beer and
I
smiles.
don't know. I guess theoretical things don't make me emotional. Now, I was sorta gonna get my brewski on.
And what about this Ruby? Is she the 8th Hardy who runs this thing for you?
You sure do love long walks through Theory Town, don't you? Well, I'm thirsty now. Thirsty for beer. Got any less theoretical questions, Cobb?
He doesn't let it show, but must be a little impressed. You've put a lot of things together. He's practically saying yes. A yes to everything you said.
Yeah? What?
You know what she's doing with the Ulan
The
frequencies?
what now? I have no idea.
Yeah, looks
Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
Thanks for the review, Titus.
Anything else you want, Cobb?
We gotta take off now.
Nothing. He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
So I checked all those traps.
Okay. And
one of them was empty.
completely empty?
Yes, there's nothing in track. No locusts. No phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them.
Of course, more clever.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behove you to tread lightly.
yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locust and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Of course.
Another
trip to the reeds. Oh, don't be like that, Gary. Crypto-fascist. Scientific to reason backwards from a conclusion. Who? So wait, are you still? alternative explanations.
Of course we have.
Wait, Morel. He may have a point. We have an obligation to rule out other hypotheses.
You're right, dear. It's a fair point. But what other explanation could there be? Pardon me. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now.
Yep.
And brought some great news too. My gratitude and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude.
No.
But does it feel like closure? What really happened?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main
Salted
investigation.
Murray is considered
This has been refreshing, but...
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
I think the little hooligan called Kuno may have stolen the
A
locust.
little hooligan? But what would a child want with bags?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long.
Why do you have like 8 of the
Kids love
exact
to
same
torment
colored
insects almost as much
Did you
as they
know
love to torment
Did
old
you know
folks.
that Crayola discontinued the color dandelion?
No, I didn't.
They did, and I have 6 of them.
Why the fuck do you have 6 dandelion crayons?
Because we own a bunch of crayons, and I just searched the box and found 6.
Is that worth anything?
Maybe.
Nice! Is that worth it? Is 6 discontinued crayon colors worth money?
They replaced it with a blue. They replaced dandelion with a blue.
With the blue color?
Yeah. I don't know.
Why even get rid of Why not just add the color to like the big box?
I don't know. But I got the good stuff.
I got 6 fucking dandelions. Come on, man. I just need my dandelion fix. Come on. I just need the Crayola dandelion. I need the perfect skin tone color. It's the perfect skin tone. When you mix it properly, when you shade it. Take the love grandma and see if it's safe.
Delinquents. My favorite.
Somebody's
Oh,
favorite.
you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologize, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
The first man to break formation is always a blow to leadership. This is bigger than he lets on.
Did you know
Hell
Gary's
no.
in the army?
I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
I don't know what got into him, officer. Thank you for letting him off easy. He won't forget it. We'll make sure he won't.
Okay. Let's just talk to you real fast.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
Yeah, when it stopped. Found the buoy. It was just empty seawater.
Oh.
Did you take the document?
No, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. In truth, I should have destroyed them.
She doesn't seem to be lying. She's genuinely spooked by their disappearance.
Perhaps the people who are after you took it.
They couldn't know where I put it. I'm absolutely sure I was not followed. And I've told no one but you. You mentioned seawater? I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just washed away. Lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. We demand her anxiety.
Devil woman?
What?
She nods, then nervously pulls on her cigarette.
Okay.
Could arrest her.
She slowly lights another
What if she's
cigarette
lying and she
and
does
steadies
have her
breath,
documents on her so she could
as if
skip
in the
town?
presence of some tiger.
You know?
How do you feel about stuffed crust?
Yeah.
Huh?
How do you feel about stuffed crust? Crust that is stuffed.
The cheese?
Yeah.
I'm usually pretty okay about it. I mean, especially if you have the dipping sauce.
Well, they have this special for like 20 something.
Yeah, so I'm fine with stuffed crust. It's just normally like when you get it from like a store or something. Yeah, when you get it frozen, it feels like they lower the quality of the pizza because they just put cheese in the crust. It always tastes like shittier than like the normal pizzas.
Do you agree? Is this how you
Over
feel
there,
about it?
points to it.
Yeah.
Down this elevator?
Do you think Ruby could have gotten in that way? To the roof?
And how am I supposed to pay?
She could have come up through there.
Chase points? How am I paying up with chase points?
I don't know. It's just normally every time I used to open up my phone, it would just say, hey, you could spend these points on Round Table and get some money off.
They're not offering me anything on that.
Nothing under the rewards thing?
Nothing I saw.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I only guessed because, again, I would always see Round Table pop up.
It's possible.
Under the regular card, but what card am I using?
Just use the credit.
I don't know.
I paid up a lot of money. Oh.
I did not tip you. These things aren't unhinged. Then I was trying to find a way to pay you back with your card because it said you could do that, but it didn't show me any of that.
Pay what back?
Like pay yourself back
Oh.
with your points.
Mm.
I was like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I'll
there's
use
like
the
a
credit.
cashback thing, I think.
Yeah, it's not currently working on the internet.
Okay. Sorry to hear that.
She keeps looking at the door with a worried expression. The wind ruffles her hair.
There used to be a pimple like it. There are
I'm
tracks
glad
in the
someone's had fun.
There is.
This isn't good.
She's lost in thought. Eyes narrowed. Forehead furrowed.
All right.
Coco! Coco! Come here. Come here. So, I assume that you have been watching, not like today, but like you've been watching the game overall. Right? You just put it on as background noise, don't you? And you only ever respond when I say Coco, don't you?
Not all the time.
Okay. Well, this lady has lied to us. Turns out she's on the run from, like, a big company people, right? And if the company people find her, they'll probably kill her, but, like, the company people are also, like, connected to, like, the system, so, like, if we put her in jail, they'll get her that way. But she's also, like, a spy, and she's lied to us, and she's also, like, told us that there was, like, secret documents that she had, but those documents are now missing. So I'm thinking, like, what if she, like, bugs out? Like, what if she leaves? Because we're still kind of suspicious of her, but not, like, fully. Like, I don't know. So we could arrest her, or we could not. What do you think we should do? What? I'm asking you.
Arrest her.
Arrest her?
Arrest her.
Arrest her.
Arrest her. Like her name is Vester.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
Yes, miss. I hope you don't. All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Lies.
Yes.
There may be grounds here. At least for an extended detention.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
Why are your ears all perked up?
There may be ground.
A little whimper. She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger.
Sure. The record.
No, I guess I can't arrest her. I've already made my decision. I thought I could go back and re-arrest her again, but no. It is what it is. I'm suspicious she's gonna run away, because she's like, I promise I won't run away, but now, I'm not so sure.
Have you come to make your offering to Kuno?
Please, don't.
Don't listen to that. You can pay tribute to Kuno with...
The display rack is brimming with...
It is a bet.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Heimdall man.
Like it's looked at the book?
You open the book to a random page. Man from Heimdall, wielding his two Zweihanders, is carving through a sea of savages. His visage fixed in grim determination. His arms, whirling like windmills, are soaked with the blood of his enemies. Mangled corpses litter the battlefield. Good God, this is some retrograde stuff. When was this shit written? You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38.
Let's give it a chance.
Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost Heimdall tribe. From the village of Heimdall, the ivory giant roars like an ice bear, and the winds of Gatla howl out his name.
Give me
Man
more.
from Heimdall rides on a gilded griffin, his golden mane billowing in the breeze. Both Zweihanders sheathe on his back. He is off to war. Will he conquer his enemies? Will he conquer himself?
Onward.
The steel muscles of man from Heimdall gleam in the humid jungle air. Yet the man does not sweat. In meditation, his soul drifts in the frigid northlands he calls home.
Holy shit, this is so me. Really get into the book.
Reads, the man from Heimdall looks up, his eyes blue as the mountain lakes of his homeland. He rarely speaks, but now his voice booms in the darkened throne room. Do not try to sap my masculine essence, wicked temptress. Son of Heimdall will never succumb to your seductive wiles. Thine spells are no match for purity and strength of will. Brothers of Heimdall, stand above the vices of flesh, for it is weak and corruptible, yet mine is forged in gore and strife.
Goddamn.
Queen Lydiana just laughs, a sultry and salacious sound, then says, I have grand plans for you, man from Heimdall. She gestures her diabolical hand toward an array of potions and unguents. First, you shall please me. Then lead my armies against the vicious cannibals. Not a muscle moves in the face of the man from Heimdall. Yet inside, there is turmoil. This goes against all he holds sacrosanct.
Wow, this is epic.
In the final pages, man from Heimdall mounts Galavarin, his mighty griffin, and turns his gaze to the horizon. Queen Lydiana is dead, but an army of cannibals is storming the gates, and still there's no word of trusty Tyribald.
Oh no.
To find out what happens next, you'll have to pick up Man from Heimdall and the Three-Eyed Skull, available in fine bookstores everywhere. Spring 39. The jacket copy proclaims, Man from Heimdall returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only surviving comrade, Noble Tyribald. Before man from Yelmdal can mount a rescue, he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will man from Yelmdal be able to escape his dire situation and find his missing friend?
There we go.
Have you come to make your offering to Kuno?
You know someone?
Kuno doesn't fucking read. Fucking book shit. Fucks with your mind. Kuno knows this four-eyed fuck. Totally hooked on the book. Can't get enough of this shit. Fucking sad, really. Kuno could make mad money off him. Exploit his disease.
Who are you talking about, Kuno?
A guy Kuno knows. Martin. From out of town. From Grad or some shit.
This boy of 12 does not know anyone from Grad, sire. We suspect the boy himself might be this mystery Martin.
You don't know anyone from Grad. You want it for yourself, don't you?
Fuck do you know what Kuno wants or knows, huh? Shove that buck hook in your fat ass and find something worthy to bring to the Kuno. Have you come to make your offering to Kuno?
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Seems very useful.
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
Kids these days.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Okay. Anything that will help with conceptualization. Oh, you climbing up on my chair a bit because you just want some pets. Yes, you do. I should give you the pets. Yee, yee, yee. Good boy. Okay, anything minusing conceptualization.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Because
yes!
You see it. Finally. This wall is sublime. Look at it. The shadows. The colors.
Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God.
More.
Oh, wall father.
Kim, I must paint this wall. Add even more beauty to it.
Huh? He sounds tired of it all. You already have the heavy fuel oil to use as paint. It's red. And Cindy the Skull has a paintbrush. This is on.
First, I know you're tired, Kim, but take another look at this wall. Draw nourishment from its beauty.
Sure.
I just paint and need to get the brush.
If you must.
Soon. Soon I will make a magnum opus of art.
A weathered brown door. The number reads 20. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard.
Hold on, Kim. Should we discuss this before we move on?
You're right. Let's talk this through. We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Do you have any advice on how to tell her?
Dad, just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Good advice.
If I don't want to do this, Kim, I don't want to try this. Let's turn around, try to bail out.
Yes, it's hard. But there is no easy way to handle this information. It just has to happen, as soon as possible.
Alright, I think I'm
The
ready.
lieutenant motions towards the door.
Real fast. I think I'm probably gonna need some... be a bit more emotional here, so let me just see what type of... Boy. Please. Please. Please, boy. Boy. Boy, you're dragging me down. No. Ow. Ah! Don't you do it. Hey, hey, hey. No, 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 no. You do not start rubbing your bum and stuff. Under tools. Let me give me my empathy book. I currently have a +3 in empathy. Is anything here getting rid of empathy? No. Okay.
A weathered the lieutenant. This is the door. You already.
Hello? Who is it?
It's the lieutenant
He
first.
gives you a short, encouraging nod.
Is this Billy J's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
A moment, please give us a moment.
There's fear in her voice.
Come in, the door is open.
Good boy, good boy. What we got there? Oh, even the music's kind of sad.
It's you from the book stand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back?
She smiles nervously before she saw us vanishing by my
I
face.
don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Thanks, but I'm
Is
alright.
this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
She stopped, her eyes trying to read answers from
No,
her face.
this is something much worse. Is he in a hospital? How bad is it?
How about some small talk before you break the news?
Kim is here. Identified leather jacket, identified library card, discuss things. Your husband, right?
It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters, Jenny and Jolie.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned them at the book stand.
They came home later. They are good girls.
Where's everybody? I don't see anyone home.
The girls are staying at their friend's place tonight. And Victor is out. No. Vi, do you have any news?
She folds her hands across her chest.
So how have you been?
How have I been? You're not here to discuss me.
Can't write a scene without knowing the actors. Ask more. Get comfortable around her. You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
God. Or just say, I'm very sorry to say.
Yes. That's the most important thing. Use that word. No euphemisms. This is what you came here for.
Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband shot and was found dead at the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
He's dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh.
She touches her neck. Eyes pale like puddles from seawater.
But he was just...
She was like at the kitchen table with 2 cigarette butts still in the ashtray.
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here.
I'm giving news
if you
to
have any questions.
a wife that
Take
their
your time.
husband's dead right now. I don't need you right here giving me the eyes, Coco.
What happened to him?
Say, but at first glance it seems like he slipped and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
So it's
I
alright.
see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
Couldn't have been
She
long.
blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress. The handkerchief.
It's too special. Nobody's just get the lieutenant handkerchief.
A small, terrified smile quivers on her face as she takes the handkerchief and wipes away the tears. She looks disoriented.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No, no. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly.
Unreal.
God. Should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
No, take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
She nods, but with a wretched expression.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
She rubs her face once. Her fingers over her cheeks and become numb.
Thank you.
I'm very
We
sorry,
should
Mom.
step outside
Oops.
and talk.
Flyaway car. By her leave the room.
You did well.
Could have done more.
You did enough.
I'd be hands together to generate some
Can
heat.
save the whole world, you know.
Can't bring the dead back.
I'll call the
But now-
station tomorrow and let them know the name of the deceased.
What about Billy and her
We'll
kids?
manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
And that's it.
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done. Let's go.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
I'm gonna need your
What
paintbrush.
for?
Sorry, it's forward, okay?
Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about?
To be honest, I haven't thought of anything yet, but I'm sure I will. Everything is sad and shit. And we need art to make it okay. Just give me the brush.
Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience.
And that? See? You all see and tremble.
Yeah, not gonna hold my breath, Piggy. You look like you'd suck.
Jesus Christ!
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
So I'm gonna get this.
You don't have the
Let's go!
Oh boy.
That's the high rolls I need. I have to pee. I'm gonna use the bathroom, boy.
Really? Really? Yeah, I'm scratching my belly. Really thought you were gonna be on. He said, yeah, I did. Did you see me? Did you see me peeking my head out here? Saying peeka, peekaboo? Like I'm a Pikachu. Oh, Peter. Peter. Huh? There's nothing in those. That was a lie. Except for dirt and garbage. Yeah, it was everywhere.
Create a highly detailed skeleton of an ancient bird that went extinct 100 million years
She
ago.
squints her eyes.
And then I'm gonna paint it red using heavy fuel oil, and then I'm gonna fucking light it on fire.
Fire.
It's the Phoenix, get it? What do you say?
I say, sod off. You don't have the technical skills to do that.
What the fuck is your problem? Go lay down.
But I thought you'd like my idea.
I like your
Go lay
idea.
down.
Should have thought of it myself.
Go lay down.
I don't need this kind of competition in
You
my
want to bite your ear to make you listen?
Damn,
lay down.
it was too strong.
Now.
But Sydney, art's bigger than either of us.
Then get your brush from fucking art.
Oops, my apologies. I guess I was trying too hard. You're a police officer and a grown-up. Why are you trying to impress her? Maybe try a different approach.
I'm sorry for invading your personal space like this, but I'm going to take that paintbrush from the kiddo.
And I need an aircraft carrier. So what?
You don't eat pits every time I walk by. Not every time I walk by, okay?
The paintbrush,
Have
please.
you got any kids? Because you sound like the world's saddest dad right now. But fine, take the brush. I'm all out of fuel oil anyway.
You know what you've got in that fuel canister you scavenged from your Kanema? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil. Time to get to proper work, artiste.
Look at that little instigator over there.
It's time to do some art! I'm gonna do some art on a wall.
What'd you do, dear? What'd you do? You done made her mad.
It's wall art time. Wait. Probably have to put the tool in my hand, right?
What do you
Oh,
want?
no, I just have it. Cool.
The paintbrush in your hand is like a loaded revolver. What will it be, Desperado? Quite a few things come to mind.
I have other things I have to do. But pets are not on the plan today, no?
What shadows lie there beneath?
You're a chunky monkey. You're going chunky monkey.
Mother of all walls. Mother of all walls.
You've spoken. The wall will now silently repeat the message for a decade or so, until the sea air degrades the paint, adding another layer of detritus to the city.
Very poetic. Real poetry. Should we return to our murder investigation? I hear there's a really bad one we are supposed to solve.
I'm gonna need you to stay. Stay. This is your spot. This is where you stay.
You know, I think I'll just hold on to this till I get something else I need to solve.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
Need anything that gives me composure.
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched.
So there's a lack of magnesium in me?
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
I need to mag it up?
You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium.
You seen I need to become a magnesium-based life form?
Yes. If you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system.
You keep coming back. That's good.
Something
Nice.
cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also
Yes.
wind. Summer.
Just give me a second.
100%
I want
water.
in-stream soon.
And sport. All in different typefaces.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty.
Plus 1
And it's
composure.
only 450 for you, sir. Gotta prepare for springtime.
Bought literally everything I can from this man. It's also just about time for me to end the day, so I want to see what one more task I can do. So any task I could probably get done. Check the boardwalk for bullet tracks. Traces, check the island, check ends land. Coast, let me see, insect case. Okay. There's a few things I could do. Just open up the map, travel to the fisherman shacks. And I'm gonna save my game now. And call it a day. Someone's impatient. But yeah, just a short stream today. Nothing super long. Mostly because there's other stuff I need to do. I need to clean up the house. I need to move stuff. It's a pretty busy day here today. But, you know, is what it is. Plus 2 hours isn't that bad. Exactly 2 hours. It's a good thing I started a bit early. But yeah, that's all. Of course, I still need to wait for someone to say a certain line. So now I gotta go bug them. Say the line, Coco. I need you to say the line. I need you to open up screen and say the line. Are you just gonna come over here and just be sassy about it?
If you don't say it, I can't do it.
Coco, just type the line. Coco, just type the line. I just need you to. Yeah, we're about to.
Your pizza's done now.
I'm gonna join you in like 2 seconds. Why? Bye bye. Proof that you are the Coco Palms in chat too. Ha, got you. On camera.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.